Hi, TikTok family. Just turning up my volume. Wanted to see you guys. If you're just coming on, if you can say hi to me, tell me where you're from. I was planning on doing a couple readings right now, but I want to wait for my moderators to come on and see how you guys are doing. It's been a while, no joke. This last full moon, it was, I follow a couple different, you're from Arizona? Hi. Oh my gosh, I have friends in Arizona. They're saying it's so hot right now. So I'm in Oregon, and it should be like in the 70s right now. And it was like 80 something today. So you might hear my fan in the background a little bit. I am going to be doing some readings on here, but not yet. I'm waiting for a moderator or two. Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin. I love you too. If you guys want to hear some good music, go to Caitlin Elaine on YouTube and listen to her song Fly. It's really good. My name is Jeremy. Nice to meet you. Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm waiting for at least one moderator. I really like it when I have at least one moderator on here. The spirit lifted my legs while I was so twice in my life. Can you tell me? I don't know. I only talk about things. Oh, good. Thank you. I only talk about things that I know, and I'm not familiar with that. There is a thing. It's something paralyzing while you're asleep, where you feel like you can move certain parts of your body but not the other. But I'm not familiar with that, so I don't talk about things unless I know. So I never had that happen. But there are a lot of people on this app that have different abilities, and that's just not one of mine. So I do have a moderator on. Hi, if you guys can just tell me where you're from, tell the story about Hawaii. Oh my gosh, okay. So my eldest is on here, that's Caitlin Elaine. So while I'm waiting for people to come on, that's a good story to tell. So people often ask me how I was able to know that I had this gift. And I just thought it was common sense, to be honest with you, for the longest time. And then I started having visions in my dream state, and then in daydreaming, where they really came to fruition. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I am psychic. Like, this would have to be, confirmation that I'm actually seeing people before they pass away, and then I'm calling family members, and then yes, indeed, they passed away without any kind of forewarning. And so I was like, okay, I have this gift, I just don't know how to use it. So I had these angel cards, and I started working on the angel cards. And in the back of the angel cards, it was like, you can go to this class, it's in Hawaii or Laguna. I was in California, San Jose at the time. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sign up for this class. And this was not like me at the time. I hardly gave to myself. I went thrift shopping for my clothes. It's like all this thing. So this wasn't like something that I would normally spend that kind of money on myself. So the course, I think, and the plane ticket and the course was like $3,000. So I got out my credit card. I signed up for the one in Hawaii because it would be faster. The other one was going to be later. And I was just like, this is awesome. I'm going to learn how to do angel cards. I'm going to embrace my ability. I really felt like Harry Potter going to Hogwarts. I'm like, this is it. And the next day I had much regret. I was like, that's too much money. What was I thinking? I got caught up in the moment. I'll call the place back and tell them I made a mistake. I shouldn't be doing this. And I woke up my eldest child, and she was sleeping, and I said, sweetie, I need you to wake up. Now, mind you, when I had signed up for this course to go learn about angels in Hawaii, nobody was awake in my family. It was like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. So I hadn't told anybody about this. So I go to wake up my eldest, and I said, it's time for you to go to school. Let's get up. And she's like, okay, are you going to go to Hawaii? And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, are you going to go to Hawaii? And I said, honey, what are you talking about? She said, it feels like you're going to go to Hawaii and learn about angels, and then you're going to come back here and teach people about angels. And I think you should go because you're going to be really good at it. And I was like, what is she talking about? And then she was like, can you make me a waffle? And she just went downstairs. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Hawaii. So that's really how I knew for sure that I had this gift and that was like the right thing to do. So thank you for reminding me of that story. Let's see, you have, hi, beautiful. Oh, hey, Vicky, you're from Phoenix, Arizona. I have friends out there too. Is it like, I need readers. Is it West Virginia? WV, that's West Virginia, right? Whenever I hear that song, I feel like I'm singing that song. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Yeah, so good to see you guys. Hey. So I do think I have a moderator on here. I'm going to start doing like, oh, the fact that I'm from Nebraska. Yes, twin. We're from, I forget what time, I haven't seen you in days actually. What part of Nebraska are you from actually? I'm wearing the red for Cornhuskers today. I don't know if they have any games today. But a couple things I wanted to share with you guys. Omaha. Yep, I lived in Omaha. I lived in Lincoln. I lived in Loop City. Kind of lived in a lot of different places. And my relatives are from Ashton, Nebraska. So that's over in the farm area. Delaware in the house. Hello. That's a place I'd like to go. Delaware and Maine. I have not been. I've just only been on Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, places like that. Hey, good to see you. Nature inspired artist. If you're not following her, please follow her. She's taking a chance to express herself. So hey, Silver. Hey, from Texas. Washington. Yeah, we're Oregon, so not far. And your name is Julia. Hi, Julia. Atlanta, Georgia. Just breezing through. Yes, thanks for saying hi. And then Caitlin, Elaine from Oregon. By the way, again, if you guys are looking for some good music, go to YouTube, listen to Caitlin, Elaine Fly. It's a beautiful, inspirational song. Hey, from Nebraska again. Hi. What part of Nebraska are you from, sweetie? And Dallas, Georgia. Trying to connect with loved ones recently passed. Very traumatic. One of the and hello from Virginia. I am going to do a couple readings on here. Forewarning for people who like had somebody who was taken in a tragic way. There are different levels of readings that I do, and missing person and tragic ways of like rhymes with blurter or blurtered. Those are heavy readings. It takes a different kind of energy for me to do. Philly, Indiana, North Platte. Yep. Beautiful evening in Texas. I have a couple. Now Texas, let's see. I'm in Oregon, so it's almost 5 o'clock. You guys are 2 hours ahead of me. If they passed away from cancer, that's an easier read for me to do. I just know some people were saying like, oh, they're traumatic, or they're trying to ask me to find missing persons on here. Very challenging. That's like a different thing. I also like, there's different levels of readings that I do, and certain readings when it's like that, I have to go into more of a trance state, and I have to have higher energy for it. And if you follow me, you'll see that I do not do readings like that when my energy's low. New Jersey. What is that from? Where's Where's Asheville? Where is Asheville? Thank you. But I do private readings. And then another Virginia. Oh, Billy from Pennsylvania. Welcome. Washington. Yeah. North Carolina. I have so many clients in North Carolina. California. Great. I used to actually live in California. From Nebraska. Moved when I was 10. Lived in California. So I always say I'm pretty much Californianized, except that my love for small communities is something that I still love because of Nebraska. When they say you can take the country out of the girl, but you can take the girl out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the girl. I'm kind of like that. Hi from South Carolina. I will try to do some readings today. You know what, you guys? I was going to come on here and do some paid readings today, but it looks like you guys are hurting. And so I'm going to try to do a couple readings. Let me see how many monitors I have on. And then tomorrow I'll do paid readings. So normally I do paid readings and I do them by donation. But you know what? It seems like a couple of you guys are hurting on here. So let me see what I can do to help. Okay. What's really important is once I pick somebody, please don't talk, and then please don't comment, and please don't get offended if you get muted. Okay, thank you, Sunshine, thank you. So we've got Tanya here. So I'm going to start doing random readings for people just as gifts today. Seems like we all just need a break. And the thing is, I'm going to, you can stop comments. I can't stop comments on here. I don't know how, oh, but if I stop the comments, then the person I'm giving the reading to can't comment. So I used to be, thank you, sweetie, I used to be a preschool teacher. So I'm going to starting to have readings. So stop commenting and listen to the rules, okay? Because I want you guys to bring your good energy and your manners. And once I pick somebody, I want you to sit and not comment. You might say, oh, this is me. One spirit's going to give a lot of double messages. Write them down. I will take a break from the reading and I will ask you later if there's something that you would like to know that resonates. I won't be able to get to everybody, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick somebody here shortly. And you guys, if you're going to stay, the rules are that once I start doing a reading for somebody, that you do not comment. And then if you do comment, that you don't take offense to being muted for a while, because we would do the same thing for you if I was giving you a reading, okay? So everybody sit. Yes, ma'am, thank you. Everybody, this is Miss Julie, like my preschool kids were. I want you to sit crisscross applesauce and bring your good manners and open your heart. And I will try to do as many readings as I can here today. I will do paid readings tomorrow, but these are just going to be for free because I think we all kind of need a break. There's somebody who lost their mom and during COVID, and she's a nurse, she said. Don't all say, my mom's lost. There's somebody who lost your mom. This is the only person who should be commenting. Listen to the rules, please. Which one of you lost your mom? She's a nurse, and it was during COVID. You lost your mom. She's a nurse, and it was during COVID. A lot of you guys are saying me. So that's not going to work. Hold on. I'm going to have to go through the thread. Someone said a couple times, whoops, not trying to do that. Thank you for your patience. It's really important that I go back to that person. I love that so many people are in here. I wish I was doing this in person. So it would be fun to see all of you guys. Okay, hold on. Can you guys stop commenting? I'm trying to see right here. Somebody lost their mom. She was a nurse during COVID. Now I don't have the person yet, but please don't comment and don't be offended if you get muted. It's me, Lisa Marie, okay? It's Lisa Marie, okay. Thank you, Katie, you're so sweet. So Lisa Marie, are you in here? Sometimes people pop on and they'll ask a question and then they'll leave. It was Lisa Marie, okay. Lisa Marie, if you're in here, there we are, sunshine. One of the things, and thank you everybody, you're doing a great job. No commenting, hold space, thank you. Beautiful group, and thanks moderator. So one of the things that I'm hearing, Lisa, about your mom, is one of the things, and you're going to be muted because I'm right in the middle of a reading. Please don't take offense to that, okay? Thank you for being here. One of the things that I'm hearing about your mom, what is, she shows me that she was the strength in the family. So not only are you missing her, but she was a force to reckon with. I just keep hearing that. And someone's following in her footsteps. So I don't know if someone else is trying to be a nurse now also, but she's like following in my footsteps. She just keeps saying that. Lisa Marie, does this make any sense to you when I say that? And do you have her phone? I keep seeing like, I'm on the phone like this. So it's like either you guys texted every day, you have her phone, or you're listening to like her messages. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing this. So this is for Lisa Marie. Does this make any sense to you? And thank you, moderators. Hold on one second. She says that you tend to be a bit hard on yourself. Does that make sense to you when I say that, Lisa Marie? She says that you tend to be hard on yourself. It's like you do everything and you have the party for somebody, but you're like, oh my gosh, I wanted to bring 15 balloons and there's only 12. Oh my God. And you beat yourself up and no one thinks about that part. Do you know what I mean? So your mom makes me feel like she was like that too. She's kind of hard on herself. If you're new here, I'm in the middle of a reading. If you get muted, please don't get mad. I'm just doing a reading for Lisa Marie. Hold on one second. Are you her mini-me, or you, out of everybody in your family, were you guys the most alike? You and your mom? And she keeps showing me, do you have a son? She's also showing me a little boy also. And this is for Lisa Marie, for anybody who's just, hold on one second. This, can I tell you, one of the things is like when we have somebody, you have two boys. Okay, she's showing me one, so is one named after like her dad or something? It can be like John, James, but I'm just seeing that. Hold on one second. One of the things she's saying. I don't know if you lived with her or if you lived by her, but this was like an upheaval. So sometimes obviously when we lose somebody, it's devastating to all of us. But I feel like everything changed for you. So I don't know if you were living by her, living with her, and you had to sell the house. Middle name is after my father. That's why she shows me that. Okay. But like everything started changing. It's almost like, and I don't mean to swear during reading, but I don't have any ways. It's almost like shit hit the fan. It's like mom passes away and then shit hits the fan. Like you had a lot of changes on top of that. So I don't know if you had to move, if you had a new career after that. It's like mom passes and then things start changing in your life. Does this make sense? She says, absolutely. Okay. Please know, I am so sorry about that. I don't like it when the universe gives us like back-to-back challenges. You're like, you know that saying, it's like God only gives you what you can handle, and you're like, then God must think I'm a badass because I can't do this. Or I always say my guardian angels are drinking, because what kind of lessons am I having back-to-back? But it does, she's pointing to me, and I don't know, when I went through a divorce and then my nephew died and then the dog passed away also, and I was like, what is going on? Absolutely, this is making sense to you. So just me, and I don't know if you also had a dog pass away, but it just feels like it's too much. Everything started happening at the same time. Now it's slowing down a little bit, but I feel like because mom passed away and there's so many things happened, I feel like you weren't able to really stop and breathe for a moment and grieve. Do you know what I mean? Because then you're like, now it's another thing to handle. And I don't know if you're the helper of the family, but it seemed like you had a lot on your shoulders on top of mom passing away. Does that make sense? And I don't know why your mom is saying this, but I have to talk about big things and little things. Nestle Toll House cookies, do you make those? Did you just make those? Does someone love chocolate chips? Is there a name almost like Nestle? Like, do you know how like when Phoebe from Friends says Nestle Toll House, like that? My mom passed, and then my grandmother passed 2 weeks later. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like then when blank hits the fan, you're like, oh my gosh, this is too much. But I feel like you were the helper and you're the strong one. You're like, I'll get this going. I'll get chocolate chip cookies. Honestly, did you just make them? Are they someone's favorite? Sometimes I'll see things big and sometimes it's small. The other day I gave a reading to a lady and I was like, Wrigley's spearmint gum. And she's like, my grandmother would have that in her purse, and my mom didn't let me chew gum. That was the only gum I chewed growing up. So it's for a reason. Your son bakes all the time. So then it's like Nestle Toll House. Do you know what I mean? Like a baker. Okay, that's why she's showing me that. There's something about your kids wanting to know if, hold on one second. Are you guys from New York? Are you guys from New York or New Jersey, Lisa Marie? I don't know why I keep seeing NY. That's New York, right? You are? Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. I love when they give us really specific. You're welcome, Virginia. And if you get muted right now, don't take that personally. Thank you, Virginia. I love you. Yes, from New York. Okay. So cool. So she's like, Nestle Toll House, baking, New York. See how she knows? She brings that up. Okay. You have to know. Did your mom swear or something like that? Seems like I can't give you. And Virginia, I just saw you got muted. It's only because I'm in the middle of giving a reading, but you're so loved and thank you for being here. Hold on, say that again. Did your mom swear a lot, or who had the? I'm dropping F-bombs every single time I'm trying to give you a message, and I'm trying not to get banned here on a live. Yeah, she's okay. Because she's saying the F word every other. You have to know how effing much your mom loved you. You have to know that. Stop thinking like, oh, now she's on the other side and she's mad at me and she's probably not happy because I couldn't do something. She's like, get that crap out of here and just let it go already. She's like, we all know the women in our family are always the ones who did everything for everybody, and the men were okay, but the women were really strong. We all know that. So she knows that this has been a lot on your shoulders. And your grandmother's trying to tell me her name, but it's getting too muddled. Sorry. Hold on one second. When your grandmother passed, was she your mom's mom? Because I honestly feel that grandma passed from a broken heart. That's how I feel. So if she was mother-in-law, I'm telling you, that was her mom. Okay, I was going to say, because she's calling her her daughter. And they always say, I keep hearing that no one should have to bury a child, and she was just done. And yeah, hold on one second. Your mom was such a helper. I just keep saying that. Hold on one second. I don't know what you're trying to show me, sweetheart. Someone has a pin or a brooch? Do you have your grandma's pin or brooch? Or is someone a cop or something? I keep seeing something that looks like a pin, a brooch, or it's like, what are you trying to show me, sweetie? Don't understand. A badge? But it's like here. Pin, brooch, badge, like a police officer. Trying to understand what she's trying to show me. Your mom didn't think that she would ever get COVID. Do you know that? You have your grandmother's necklace. Okay. Is it quite big? Because for me to see, like, it looked like bigger, not like a badge. I mean, not like a, yeah, but bigger. Just no, hold on one second. Your mom never thought she was going to get COVID. Your mom actually, this is one of the things that is shocking you guys, is because aside from this, your mom was kind of a force to reckon with, and even with a minor cold, she would still get up and go and do her thing. So for this to knock her out really was a shock, because your mom would have to be really sick not to get up and go. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Do you guys please know I'm in the middle of reading. If you talk, you're going to get muted, but thank you for being here, and please don't take it personally. I'm just in the middle of a reading. Yes? Okay. Is there somebody named like Gabby or Gabby Girl or Gabagug? I don't know this name. There's a lot of G's in it and A's. Gabby Girl, Gabba Girl. It's like something like that. I'm trying to understand what your grandmother's trying to show me. Okay, so let me pull back and see if there's anything that they want me to tell you? Okay, just go ahead and put it to the side. That's why I don't like people commenting while I'm trying to do your reading, because I'm absorbing energy. And I was like, Gabba girl, hi, if you get muted, I'm right in the middle of a reading, but thank you for being here, and please don't take it personally. You'll only be muted for a couple of minutes or during the live. Okay, let me see anything else. Grandma and Mom, is there anything that you, okay, she keeps making me feel like you don't know what to do next now. Your mom says you don't know how you're going to go on. You don't know what to do next. And Mom is saying that I was the strength when I was there, and now that my body's dissipated spirit-wise, I'm still the strength for you now. So please know she shows me that, and she is saying that just day by, you're just going to get through this day by day. You're not going to be able to take on all the tasks that you used to because you're healing. I've never been so tired when I've been grieving, by the way. So your mom just wants you to really up your self-care, but your mom's laughing at herself because she's saying this is something that she didn't really ever do. No one, she's like, nobody ever talked about self-care. Nobody talked about taking a break and putting your feet up. Do you know what I mean? But she did stop and carpe diem and enjoy time with family. She is making me feel like that was everything to her. And hello, I'm in the middle of a reading. If you get muted, please don't take it personally. Thank you. Let me see anything else that she wants me to tell you. She is pulling back a little bit right now, so I'm trying to see if there's anything else that she wants to say. Do you have a lemonade drink that is your favorite, or limoncello or lemon? Is there, like, for you or your mom, is there like a limoncello or lemon drink? I'm trying to understand what she's trying to show me. It's like lemon drops. Lemon, lemonade, limoncello, lemon. That's okay. Put it to the side. I keep tasting it in my mouth for some reason. This is going to be recorded, and I'm going to go ahead and put it over on YouTube, so you will be able to see this later. I'm telling you, somebody has something lemon. So if, like the son who bakes, if he also makes lemonade, if someone's favorite drink was lemonade, or it's those candies that you sucked on, if your grandmother always had those, like in a candy dish, I'm telling you, sometimes they show me something's big, and sometimes they show me something small. But one of the things that your mom's making me feel, and this is, everybody else needs to hear this too, so as I'm wrapping up your reading, everybody else to use this as a gift. Your loved ones can hear you. Their body has dissipated, but their spirits are very much still alive. And as I'm doing your reading, Lisa, I keep hearing, I can hear you. I can hear you when you're talking to me, when you're asking for help. It seems like you have her picture, like, in the living room. It's like still sitting there. I don't know if she was cremated, but I feel like there's like an altar where you have her picture and everything, and you're talking to her all the time. Like, Mom, yeah, I talk to her all the time. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. How am I going to get through? I can't survive without you. Like, we talked every day. Not all moms and daughters are as good friends as you guys were. Do you know what I mean? And she's just making me feel like she can hear you, and she's here for you. You have her ashes, yeah. Because I felt like cremated, an altar, and I see her picture. So I feel like you have that around you, and you're wondering how you're going to get through this. And your mom is just saying, one day at a time. I know you miss her so much. And the thing is that I know how hard this is for you, because not only was she your mom, but she was also a good friend to you. Not every mom and daughter, or mom and their children, are like that. Do you know what I mean? So as much as you miss her, please also take this gift that a lot of readings I do, their parents were so toxic that sometimes they're just glad that their parents had passed, because they either drank a lot, or they had a lot of problems, and they just weren't a good soul. Do you know what I mean? And with your mom, she just, no wonder you miss her. She did everything. And when you were growing up, she was the house where all the moms were at. Do you know what I mean? So your mom is saying, my mom's name was Lillian. I don't know why your mom specifically is showing me this, but my mom, Elaine Lillian. And when I miss her, I see that name places. And then my mom's birthday was 4/6, and I'll see 4/6 somewhere. Or I see August 8th is the day that my mom passed. So she's showing me dates with you. This means that you are kind of what I call kind of more on the logical side. So she's trying to show you that she's coming in any ways that she can. But I have to tell you, and I know John Edwards and other mediums say, like, look for other signs rather than feathers. Yes, this is making sense to you. But I'm telling you, I see feathers. And look for feathers in unusual places. I see them in my hair sometimes. I'll just be out on the balcony and one will fall. Like, just know she's trying to show you that she's your angel now on the other side, and she's trying to help you in any way that you can. She understands you. You always say this is the hardest thing that you've ever had to deal with. That you knew one day this day would come, but you were expecting it to be a long way off, and that this is still kind of like a shock to you. So she is around you. And she just showed me, hold on one second. She's a big baseball fan. I don't know why. See, this is why I don't like people saying hi. But I'm going to pull back because I know, let's not mute people anymore because I know people are wanting to say hi. But just so you know, she just showed something. So, okay, then you have another relative coming through that's showing me baseball. But please know, Lisa, this is her way of coming through. And just keep talking to her. And I'm wrapping up the reading, moderator, so we don't need to mute anymore. But thank you so much. One of the things that I wanted to show you guys, I think you might have muted one of the moderators. I don't know how to do it. You'll be back on here. Thanks, you guys. We're just trying our best today. One of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is out of everything that I've ever done and losing people, it's been, hi from Nebraska, it's been really hard on me. It's just like I've gotten readings from other mediums because I'm a person too. And when my mom passed away, the best thing that I ever did was to get a book. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And I just started writing, Mom, I need your help. I miss you. And then I would just start writing things out. And then my mom, I would start to see more of the signs. So sometimes when we miss people the most, we see signs from them the least. So it's so important to know that they are around you. It's not like, oh, my relative's mad at me. They're never mad. And as a matter of fact, I wrote a book. It's on Amazon. And it very much talks about the same thing. It's called I Am Home. It's available on paperback and or Kindle. And when it's in every reading I've had, and I've had relatives who had near-death experiences, in any reading I've ever done, what I've seen for people is there's this loving source that we all come from, and they call it home. You can call it heaven, the other side, divine source, wherever you want to call it. I just know they showed me it's home. And then we come to the earth plane and we exchange relationships and love and forgiveness and play and all these kind of wonderful things that we create, and then we go back there. So when your loved ones are gone, there's a thin veil from where they are to you. They're not gone forever. They're never mad at you. They're never stuck. Everybody goes home. Everybody does. Don't ever let a psychic medium tell you, oh, well, if you pay me $300, I'm going to help your loved one cross because they're stuck. That is BS. It does not happen. It's never existed. And all the mediums that I follow, including like John Edwards, they've said the same thing. And so, hi Megan! Caitlin was just on here. So I just wanted to let you know that your loved ones, if you're not seeing signs, it's because we're grieving the people that we grieve the most, and we're missing the most. We see signs from the least. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because our hearts are broken. It's too hard to see the signs. And the other people we see more signs of. So if your loved one has crossed over and you're not seeing signs, pay attention to the signs that you're seeing. If you have to ask if it's a sign, then it's a sign, if that makes any sense. Are butterflies a sign? Yes, butterflies are a sign. I see signs even this room alone. Oh, that's perfect. Hey, Rosemarie. And moderator, thank you for doing such a good job. And sorry for, I think we might have muted a moderator. We're just trying our best today. Let's have this message today be, let's be kind to each other and give each other a break. There's a lot of like heavy energy right now with things going on, and let's just be kind to each other. Let's have this be the safe place where we're all kind to each other. Okay, you guys? I think yellow butterflies are my mom. This is the way it goes, Nikki. If you see a sign like a yellow butterfly and you think of your mom, or you're like, that's from my mom, then it is. It's as simple as that. Hi, Shannon in Georgia. Never see anything from my dad. I could use this advice. Thank you so much. Blondie, I'm telling you, same thing with my mom. I missed her so much. I never saw any signs from her. My dad, for those of you who follow me, you know my dad was an alcoholic. He was very abusive. I saw so many signs from him, and he visited me in a dream. And I was like, I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here, crazy. Red birds are a sign. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mine is a monarch butterfly. I love monarch butterflies. Hey, Patty from Missouri. Whoops. You're so sweet. Thank you. I feel like I get signs, but they aren't the usual sign like feathers or dragonflies. No, Kels, that's okay. Whatever signs you get, like somebody's saying, okay, Priscilla, is that your name? I can randomly smell cologne when no one is around me, right? So you have a grandfather, dad, and you start smelling like Irish Spring or Old Spice, you're like, wait a minute. My mom wore Shiseido, and every once in a while I'll smell that facial product. I dream about my loved ones who have passed away, and you do it frequently. I love that. I don't know if I can do more readings tonight because I'm doing a phone reading later on, but let me check, you guys. Julie, you're so beautiful and so soulful. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. What did someone else say? I fed the cardinals blueberries and they stay around. Oh, I cheat, but no, you're not cheating by feeding them, and that's how they're coming around. If they weren't going to come around, they wouldn't come around. Do you know what I mean? I have bad dreams about my loved ones. Thank you for sharing that. So there's a visit where it's actually somebody giving you guidance, like be careful of this, or this is coming up, just to let you know. Thank you for that. But bad dreams are from our ego. So if you ever think like someone's mad at you, or if they were a mean person here, they're going to come to in your dream as mean. But my dad was the biggest jerk on this planet, and he comes as a regression. So now he's showing me like he's like healed, and he's like younger. You never said goodbye to your dad. I know some people feel like this is something that just weighs on them and they feel guilty about it. I've done a lot of posts about it to help you guys understand, but I know it just sits with us really. It's a huge challenge, but one of the things that I want you to know is, one, nobody ever passes away alone. Thanks Jenny for being here. No one ever passes away alone. Their loved ones are previous people who passed, their loved ones are there. You always have two guardian angels with you, or two light beings, depending on what your belief system is. And they help you cross over. And the reason why people are like, Julie, how do you know that? I've had two family members have a near-death experience. My mom literally died on the operating table, saw where everybody was in our family, went through the tunnel and the light, and they said, it's time to go. And she said, you have to send me back. Those kids won't be able to survive with their dad. They just won't. She said, and it was so peaceful there. So I know that this is real. My mom was talking about the relatives that she saw on the other side. And then my sister, the one who has special needs, she had a near-death experience, and she doesn't know to make this up. So she was like, Bob was there, and Bob was one of her friends that she went to school with, because Down syndrome people tend to pass away earlier. So when you say, I wasn't there for my loved one and I feel bad, this is the thing. They don't want you to feel bad. No matter what they had a personality here, if they were like, promise me that you'll be there when I cross over. Once they cross over, they just wipe that slate clean. They're like, oh, how silly of me to put that pressure on them. They just want you to be happy. They never pass away alone. Relatives are always there helping guide them, crossing to the other side, and then they try to show you signs. I am doing still private readings. If you want to go to my bio, it's right here. and I'm scheduling them for the next 2 weeks. There is an event that I'm having for October 22nd. It's at 3:30 Pacific Coast Time, 6:30 Eastern Coast Time. Normally it's $85 a person. It's going to be on Zoom. At this time it's only $50 a person. So I will kind of be talking about like the angelic realm, and then I'll also be giving like mini readings. So it's kind of like this, but we all get to interact. Hi Jenny, thank you for being here. And when is the Zoom? Thanks, Jenny. The Zoom will be October 22nd at 3:30 Pacific Coast Time, 6:30 Eastern Coast Time. And for anybody wanting to know, I will be on here tomorrow around the same time. So my readings on here fill up really fast. So if anybody, oh, thank you, Megan. If anybody wants a reading, you can, and to sign up ahead of time, it's only $30. You can, you guys, Ashley, you're so quite sweet. Click on here, and it pulls down, and then you'll see my my Venmo, and it's $30 for a reading, and I will be on here 3:30 tomorrow. I'm also having a special on my text readings. Usually my text readings are $50 for 30 minutes, but right now they're only $40 for 30 minutes, and you can do an hour. So if you want to do a text reading, it works really well. People are like, how do you do that? I can pick up energy that's around you, and I just start texting, and so many people really like that actually, and then you get to keep the text too. So if you're interested in getting a special, I'm going to run that until probably the end of this month, where normally my text readings are $50 for 30 minutes or $100 for an hour. Now they're just $40 for 30 minutes and $80 for an hour. So if you guys are interested, the phone readings, I do those. I have a website, so you can just go through here. You guys know how to click on this, and it pulls down, and it's my website. But my website is peace, like peace, I'm bringing you peace, P-E-A-C-E dash serenity, P-E-A-C-E dash serenity.com. And if you say I'm from TikTok and I wanted your special on your text readings, you can look there. My phone readings are a bit more, because the energy that it takes me to run a phone reading is very different. Oh, when will my book be out? My book is out. Thank you, Shelly. It's out. It's called I Am Home, and it's on Amazon or Kindle. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to pull back my energy because I have a reading at 6 o'clock my time, and I always want to make sure I clear my energy. Thank you, Maddie. And get ready for my next reading. But I want to thank you guys for everybody being here. Thank you, Shelly. I do record these, so this will be on YouTube for you guys to look back and watch Lisa Marie's reading again, or just see any of the messages that I've left. Like I said, I will be on here tomorrow around 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time doing paid readings. What was $30? A paid reading on TikTok. So my Venmo's right here. You can just click that down and it shows my Venmo. My Venmo's at Julie-Dart. And sometimes when I go live, the spaces fill up really fast, so people tend to pay ahead of time. So I'll be on here 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern Coast Time. I want to thank the moderators for always being on here. I couldn't do what I'm doing if I didn't have all these beautiful moderators. I am going to go and take care of myself, and I just wanted to make a note also, and thank you guys. I had a rough week last week, very emotional. I think it's important as mediums and psychics that we share. We're just humans. I'm just a human. Yes, it's called I Am Home. Thank you, Shelly, by Julie Dart. We're just humans, and with gifts. Do you know what I mean? And just like a counselor or anybody else in the healing industry helps other people, we just need to also help ourselves. And as a giver, I'm just learning how to do that. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Tanya. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I was muted. I was just saying hello from New York. Oh, thank you. You didn't know what was going on. I'm so glad that you came back and said hi, sweetie. We really love you here. Yeah, this week is a better week. Thank you. So sorry, sweetie. I don't know how to handle this a better way. So it's not anybody's fault that they're muted. I wish I had the ability to just read somebody on here without absorbing other people's energy, but I will absorb the energy really easy. So I used to do readings at a metaphysical shop, and I used to do them outside. It's a cool story. Look on my storyline if you want to see how that all happened. But I would do readings outside on a sidewalk, and I had to stop doing that and get my own office because I would pick up people's energy that went by. Like one lady, I was reading her, I was holding her hand, and I said, "Are you a hospice nurse?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Yeah, I think I keep hearing hospice nurse." And she goes, "No, I'm not a hospice nurse." And this lady was walking by, and she's like, "Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you." She goes, "I'm a hospice nurse." I'm like, and the lady was like, "Oh my God, you're really good at this." So my point of telling you this is I will absorb the energy around me. So when I'm doing a reading on here and I'm trying to just comment on one person's message and you guys are commenting, I'll start to pick up on your energy. Do you know what I mean? It's like I was reading Lisa Marie and I was like, "Gabby girl, Gabba girl, Gabby girl," something like that. And I was like, "Oh," like, or gobble gobble. Like, I don't know what I was hearing. It was like something like that. And she's like, "No, that's not for me." But it could have been the people who were saying hi that got muted. So it's not your fault that I have to get you guys muted. It's just the way that I process that I have to have the energy flow. And here's the thing, if I was doing a reading for you, we would mute the other person. So it's just a matter of just being okay with that. And that's a process that we have to do so that I'm able to do these readings. How much for a reading? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming back. We really do love you here. Thank you. How funny. I just said Gabby, and then Gabby paid for a reading for tomorrow. I was like, "Gabby girl." So see, I'm telling you, this is not a coincidence. They're all Gabrielle, Gabby girl. If they called you Gabby girl and you just paid for a reading, I heard your reading and Lisa Marie's reading. What are the chances of that? Literally, you can't see like on this side, I don't think it shows, but someone literally just paid on Venmo for a reading right when I said Gabby girl. Yeah, were you here when I was doing Lisa Marie's reading? And did somebody call you Gabby girl? That's like so funny. See, that's why my readings are so open. Okay. They did call you Gabby girl? Oh my gosh, so your reading was coming in Lisa's reading. So cute. I love how this all works. So thank you for paying for your reading. I will be on here tomorrow. I'm going to get going to get ready for my phone reading at 6 o'clock. If you're wondering about any announcements that I have for classes, follow my other videos. I will tell you a lot about the event that we're having, the Zoom event, October 22nd. I'm only taking a couple people. Everybody will get a mini reading, and it's more of like a class on like how to look for signs and things like that. That class is normally $85 to $100 depending on how much time I go, but it's on sale now for only $50 per person, and it is filling up really quick. So that's October 22nd, 3:30 Pacific Coast Time, 6:30 Eastern Coast Time, and it's a Zoom event and it's filling up really quick. Okay, love you guys so much. I'm gonna get going. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow at 3:30. If you want to sign up ahead of time, it is $30 for a TikTok reading, and I will see you there. Okay, much love to all of you guys. Just please know, oh, thank you, sweetie. I'm so glad that you're, she's like Miss Julie, because I was like, Miss Julie's gonna start her readings. Yeah, you guys are wonderful. I really am. I just get emotional because I just feel so lucky to be doing this kind of work and helping people. So you're all such wonderful people, and I think the world needs communities like this where we're having groups like this really help support one another and are really here with good hearts and really offering some compassion to one another. I love to see it. So thank you for being here, and much love, okay? Mwah. See you guys tomorrow. And remember, you're never alone. You can always talk to your loved ones. If you're not seeing signs, really get on them and say, Julie said I could ask for signs, and you guys better start showing me some signs. You can talk to them any way that you want. They're here to help you and to send their love always to you and give you support. At the end of the day, we're all just walking each other home, aren't we? All right, take care, you guys. I love you. Thanks, moderators.